Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We're here at Bristol Dirt, or Bristol Motor Speedway Dirt configuration for the first race of the 2019 NRSL Mountain Dew For the Win Cup Series playoffs. 12 drivers made the field, and after Bristol and Papyrus, 4 drivers will be eliminated, leaving us with 8 for round 2 and then 4 for the final 4. So let's get to your starting top 10. On the front row, DJ Curtis and Charles Sanford, 2 drivers who have gone winless this year that have won races in both of the last 2 seasons. Row 2 is Talladega winner Rob Evans and team owner and 2-time winner on the season Johnny Gardner. Row 3, Zachary Fitzwater Sr., teammate to the 2 in front of him, next to Nate Rogers, who won the truck race last night. In row 4, we've got Jonathan Zolan with 3 wins on the season and Austin Alves with a win from Atlanta. And in row 5, we've got teammates Phil Parker and Caleb Hoffman, the 2017 champion, still without a career win. So we've got 6 of our 12 drivers starting in the top 10. If you did not know, those 6 I'm talking about is Rob Evans, Gardner, Fitzwater, Nate Rogers, Alves, and Zorlan. As we go back through the field, here's row 6, 7, and row 8 is Sebastian Kukulon. In row 9, row 10, row 11 we see Ryan Brommer. Row 12 has Nico Tringali. Row 13 has Cole Deaver. Row 14, row 15, Jose Mills is in row 16, row 17, row 18, row 19, and in row 20 is Kev Shearer. There's Marty Johnson, your all-star race winner. He'll start in 39th. And in the last row is Ferranti and Ace Rogers, who was the only driver to spin last night. So let's go through your playoffs. I forgot to mention that if a non-playoff driver won the all-star race, they still got 5 bonus points towards their season. So that'll help Marty Johnson in his quest to be 13th in the standings by season's end. Sorlin got 15 bonus points from his 3 wins. Gardner, Nico Tringali, Brommer, and Nate Rogers got 10 each. And Fitzwater, Kev Shearer, Austin Alves, Sebastian Kukulon, Cole Deaver, Rob Evans, and Jose Mills got 5 points apiece. Overall, looking at the playoff field, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 veterans and 4 rookies. So interesting playoff field here in the Cup Series. We'll see if those 4 rookies stick around after Papyrus, but let's go trackside for the command to fire engines.
All right, well, the fun doesn't start until we ask our drivers a question. Are you ready? Drivers, will you please start your engine?
What will happen here for the Cup race, truck race? We just had one person get spun because of a 3-wide gone wrong where one truck slid up. Will the Cup race be chaotic? Will it go green? I mean, it's going to go green to the end, but will it be chaotic or will it be clean? Martinsville was chaos. Steelback Stadium was a bit of a mix. The Dodge Motordrome was pretty tame. Bristol Dirt, what are we going to have in store? "80 laps of green flag action. DJ Curtis cleared Sanford. Sanford still in second place. It looks like the top's going to have a bit more of an advantage here in the Cup race than it did in the truck race. As Fitzwater moves up to second, remember he won at Springfield. This season, he could be looking for another dirt win. And he's going for that top spot as they are 3-wide craziness in the back. Jonathan Zorlan's up to third. How about William Flickinger up to fourth? Confirmed he'll be returning in that 77 car next year. So Fitzwater takes the lead. Will anyone be able to close down? TJ Hanley's up to fourth. He's got a fast race car right now. How about Jay Jefferson moving up on the bottom? Alex Gray, top non-playoff driver. Looking at those standings, you'll see it. He sits 13th, 6 points over Jay Jefferson, as he's got a bumper full of Levi McIntyre. Sorlin now on defense, as Jefferson will take third away from him. Curtis still hot on the trails of Zachary Fitzwater Sr., and he's getting a huge run on the back end of that 59 Chevrolet. Fitzwater will be returning to this team next year, but it's unknown if it'll be the same number. And there's also the rumor that this team might go back to Ford, and that there might be 2 new Ford teams popping up with them. As DJ Curtis will take back the race lead. How about this? Alex Grace up the third now. McIntyre fourth. How about Jessica Shelton in fifth? They're just so much passing. Marty Johnson started in 39th, and he's up to the top 10 in just 9 laps. My goodness. So far, no disasters have unfolded, but at the back of the field is Jose Mills and Austin Alves. Ryan Brommer's stuck back here. And Rob Evans has fallen to the back of the pack. Ooh, I don't know about 4 wide. That's dangerous. And Evans is in it. Qualls is in it. Riggleman's around. Shelley, Sands, Kukulon, nowhere to go. That's the first incident of the night. What will the leaders do? Oh, this could get crazy. There's a bunch of slow cars in front of them. Shelley, oh, Qualls, they got nowhere to go. Oh my goodness gracious. Shelley and Qualls pit in front of the field, and this destruction. Huge crash. Marty Johnson. Gardner's in it. William Flickinger. Alves to the inside wall. Ferranti, William Flickinger. Here come the leaders again. Johnson's just sitting on the track. Alex Gray has taken the race lead from the chaos. Something like that at this track, that's what you were worried about. So many cars on pit road right now. When Curtis slides up, McIntyre making a move for second. Is anyone gonna retire? Chase drivers affected includes Austin Alves. Not what he wanted here at Bristol. We saw other drivers with damage. It looked like Gardner had made some contact, but it really slowed up a lot of... Oh, and there's death right here in turn 3. Alex Gray's in it. McIntyre, the leaders, they're all stacked up. Fitzwater, oh my gosh, there's just destruction in turn 4. It's a pile up and a half. Someone's on their lid. It's Fitzwater. Brommer's got heavy damage. There's 4 wide chaos going on. Riggleman's up into the wall. Jackson's involved. Gray with more contact. McIntyre's currently the race leader. Something caused another big wreck in 3 and 4. And it's led to Levi McIntyre being the race leader. Riggleman will come down pit road. There's so many cars on pit road right now. Brommer's got heavy damage. TJ Hanley. Phil Parker. And it's Martinsville version 2.0. And a massive amount of drivers have damage. Curtis remains in 4th. Kev Shearer has made it up to 3rd as he's looking for 2nd on Edwin Mendez. Levi McIntyre leads the race. I'm not sure if he's got some damage or not. He is losing time as he rides behind James Qualls. Has anyone retired yet? Oh yes, we've got a long list of drivers out. Marty Johnson, Zach Flickinger, Gatlin Downey, William Brock, Jonathan Sorlin has retired. Ryan Brommer. TJ Hanley, Dylan Young, Fitzwater Sr., Riggleman, Charles Jackson, and Samet Oskin are all out. So we've got 3 playoff drivers out of the race here already, and we're not even halfway. Only 17 cars on the lead lap. The chaos could be far from over. McIntyre has a good lead after he made it through that turn 4 pileup very quickly. Shearer, Curtis, Mendes, Kukulon, Jefferson, Seth Cole, Mills, Ace Rogers, and Rob Evans. That's the top 10. Can I catch my breath now? I think I can catch my breath now. Holy goodness gracious. And it went crazy. Any other drivers retire from the race? Does not look like there's any new names. Austin Alves, 5 laps down, but he's made it up to 26th. Any other playoff drivers doing bad right now? No, everyone else is on the lead lap. Nate Rogers 13th, Gardner 12th, Deaver 11th, Mills 10th, Tringali 9th, Evans 7th, Kukulon 4th, and Shearer's in 2nd. So, man, everyone who got damaged is really going to take a beating in the standings from this one race. You've only got 2 races in this round. And Sorlin's going to probably have to pull a miracle at Papyrus next week if he wants to stay in the playoffs. Last 2 seasons, we've had 3 3-race rounds. This year, it's 2 2-race rounds. And the scheduling rumor next year is for 3 4-race rounds before deciding the final 4. So next year, having a bad race won't be as costly, but this year it's probably the most costly it's going to get. Lucky for them, Kev Shearer is 6 seconds behind race leader Levi McIntyre. But McIntyre doesn't have it yet because he has got a massive pack of slow cars in front of him. Alex Gray was leading this race, and then he had nowhere to go. Gardner definitely looks like he's got a little bit of damage. Cole Deaver's up to 8th. Mendes has been falling slowly. He sits in 5th. He's got some damage. There's Kukulon in 4th under pressure from lap car Alex Ferranti. There's Curtis. And Shearer continues to give chase to McIntyre. Let's go inside the cockpit here, halfway through the race with Kev Shearer. So he's turning the wheel so much harder than the trucks were. Is there any chance he'll be able to track down McIntyre in these next 40 laps? Will there be another destruction-filled accident? There's the 99 of McIntyre. Who got the fastest lap on the race? Oh, it was the 39 of Johnson. So, just like Martinsville, a lot of early chaos, and now it's calmed down. Honestly, it's a good thing we didn't have a yellow because that giant stack up in turn 4 was insane. And we'll be sure to give everyone an in-depth replay analysis once the race is over on everything that occurred. There were, I think, 2 small incidents that started and ended the chaos, and there were 2 giant incidents in the middle. But we'll be sure to give a good overview analysis so everyone can see where everyone got damage. As McIntyre continues to work his way through these lap cars. It's going to take a miracle or something very bad to happen to him for him to not win this race. He would be, I believe, the 8th first-time winner. Oh, and there's death ahead. Cole Deaver's around. McIntyre gets into William Flickinger. Sanford's spinning. Arndt's just sitting there. So is Deaver. And Kev Shearer's involved. Kukulon's going to get damage. Something caused Cole Deaver to get wrecked. Shelton's got smoke. William Flickinger's got smoke. James Shelley with smoke. Where's the 99? I can't find him. Here he is. He got a little damage from that, but otherwise he's fine. He continues to lead the race, as I believe several playoff drivers were taken out because of that. Out of the race now, Jessica Shelton, James Shelley, John Arndt, Austin Alves, Cole Deaver, William Flickinger. Under 30 to go, by the way. Anybody else gonna bounce out of this insanity? Looks like Deaver will fall to 25th. Kev Shearer has retired. He'll probably end up 24th. And we're left with 11 cars on the lead lap. Kukulon pit for his damage. And that is it otherwise. So, 3 more drivers join Austin Alves at the bottom of the pile. They were doing good otherwise, especially drivers like Kev Shearer, Cole Deaver, and Kukulon. So that's going to lessen some of the burden for someone like Jonathan Zorlin at Papyrus next week. Seth Cole is up to 2nd place. Right now the highest playoff driver is Nico Tringali in 4th. Evans 6th. Nate Rogers 9th. Gardner is 10th. Mills is 11th. Those drivers, if they can stay where they are and finish well, they're looking pretty good. So we talked about there being chaos involving Levi McIntyre. He was able to make it through semi-unharmed. Except for that left side damage. I almost thought he was pitting, and then there was just the car sitting on the track. But what made matters worse during that accident was Charles Sanford went low to avoid it, and when he came back up on the track, it unsettled the car, and it caused him to spin out. And then Shearer had nowhere to go, and then he got sent down in front of Kukulon. That is where things went for a turn for the worse. Well, McIntyre leads. We're at 20 to go. We might as well go see some of the battling going on. You see, it looks like Patrick Sick is going to take away 6th place from Rob Evans. And Nico Tringali might be behind him for that spot as well. They're all clumped together right here, 4th to 8th. Patrick Sick looking for 5th place from Edwin Mendez. Curtis with a good amount of damage. Jay Jefferson sitting in 3rd. Seth Cole in front of him in 2nd, has clean air. But McIntyre's on the other side of the racetrack. It really did turn into a survival and luck game. You had to avoid all the accidents in order to get to the lead, get such a big lead. I mean, there were 2 track blocking incidents that created this big 8-second gap. If McIntyre had to slow down, I think everyone would be relatively close together right now. One driver gets through both of those messes, and he gains so much time at a track like this. If no one else wrecks, McIntyre's got it in the bag. We're down to 23 drivers on track. It appears Fitzwater, Oskin, and Shearer might have been able to continue, but instead they chose to just stay out of the way and avoid causing more problems, as Jose Mills is in danger of falling a lap down. That could leave us with 10 drivers finishing this thing on the lead lap. Mills isn't giving up that easily. Looking at the running order, Mendes has fallen to 8th. And Patrick Sick has made it up to 3rd. 10 laps to go, that time at the start-finish line. And how about these last couple of races have certainly been a bit of an explosion. If we go all the way back to the Dodge Motordrome, race 14, first time winner by Kukulon. Race 15, first time winner from Sands. Race 18 had a first time winner out of Jose Mills. Race 20, first time winner out of Rob Evans. And then the All-Star was someone who hasn't won a race yet in their career and is a rookie at that. That was Marty Johnson. We could be looking at another first time winner here today if everything goes smoothly for the rest of the race. Your first time winners on the season: Nico Tringali at Auto Club, Ryan Brommer at Valkenburg, Kev Shearer at Pensacola. Kukulon, Sands, Mills, and Evans we've stated as well. McIntyre could be the 8th first time winner on the season. He'll hit the stripe 5 more laps of racing for the 99. The SevBellringer.com Ford Fusion will put Andrew Miller another lap down. Put James Qualls 8 laps down. Patrick Sick has made it up to 2nd place. There is not a single playoff driver in the top 5. 2 to go for McIntyre. Not only will this win mean his first career win, it will also lock him into the 2020 All-Star race. White flag in the air for the 99. As Qualls pulls the crossover. Luckily for him, Qualls is 8 laps down. Checkered flag waves. Levi McIntyre wins his first career race here at Bristol. What a chaos-filled event. Patrick 6th, 2nd, Seth Cole 3rd, Jay Jefferson 4th, DJ Curtis 5th. Rob Evans, Nico Tringali, Nate Rogers, Edwin Mendez, and Johnny Gardner round out the top 10. So your top 4 playoff drivers on the night are Evans, Tringali, Nate Rogers, and Gardner. Mills right there, 5th out of the Chasers and 11th. 6 out of our Chase drivers: Sebastian Kukulon 21st, Kev Shearer 24th, Deaver 25th, Alves 27th. Fitzwater 34th, Brommer 37th, Sorlin 38th. I believe that's all of them. I don't think I missed anyone. I think I said Deaver was 25th. Well, that's it here from Bristol. I'll see you guys next week. Oh wait, I forgot. We have to look at accidents. Next week is Papyrus, so let's go look at those accidents. All right, here we go. Incident numero uno. We're going to do this all in one clip. They decided to go 4 wide off of turn 2. Kukulon got squeezed by Riggleman and Evans. That turned Riggleman. It sent Qualls down hard into the inside wall. Evans was able to get out of this. Qualls came straight up into Shelley. Riggleman clipped Kukulon and Sands. Both of those drivers slammed the outside wall. Sands ended up losing grip. Kukulon was able to continue. And then here came the leaders. And right here is where things got dicey. They were going into turn one. Curtis was going to split, but Qualls wanted to come down pit road with Shelley. Right now, right here, you can see everyone's just kind of slowing up. Curtis gets in the Qualls, but Shelley's already committed to pit. And then Qualls wanted to pit with him. He comes down too. That sends them out of whack. There you can see the drivers who were able to make it through, but then Johnson, McIntyre barely made it through. Same with Sanford. Fitzwater goes low. There you can see Gardner, Pylin, Shelton, Oskin, nowhere to go. There you see Kev Shear's contact. Johnson was on back tires on the top of the 7. Qualls getting spun around. Johnson still spun around. There's William Flickinger getting involved. Austin Alves makes contact there. Jackson's in it. John Arndt's in it. Alves gets sent flying down the track. He slams the inside wall. They were still stopped. Sorting that mess out. I don't think anything else happened up here. They were 3 wide and all that crazy stuff. Well, there was some 4 wide going on up here, but you can see this mess right here is just insane. I believe they were fine after that for the time being. Something eventually happened that took out more cars. Let's see if we can find it. It was at the point Gray. Oh, here it is. It was right about here. Let's see what caused this incident. Gray was leading the race. Oh man, and there's some big time death right here. Man, oh wow, William Brock was flying. Alright, this is what started it. Looks like Ace Rogers gets into the left rear of Jessica Shelton. That turns her down the track into William Brock. And she's completely around at this point. So she hits the inside wall. And then Brock just came up in front of TJ Hanley. He gets clipped. Sends them up in the Hoffman. Brommer got clipped by the O2. Downey nowhere to go. Sorlin gets clipped by the O2. Dylan Young had nowhere to go. Brock is flying in the air in the fence. Jackson, you can see inching his way by, but there's just a giant pack of cars sliding down the track. And Alex Gray and others just had nowhere to go. As we watch right here, you can see Gray trying to slow down, but Young's right there. He slams the brakes, plam, right into the 2. Track's blocked at this point. McIntyre, you can see, will inch his way through. Everyone else has to stop there. Sanford, Fitzwater, Green piling in. Parker piles into the 40. Mendez, Riggleman's trying to stop. There's Kev Shearer, others. Look at this. They all have to stop on the track. And then piling in, you can see Diva runs over Patrick Sick. Fitzwater ends up flipping over. They're able to get it going. And up here, something happened with Riggleman. Right here, there's some 4 wide. Let's see what happens here. Oh, he just goes in too hard, gets into Alex Gray. That sends them both out of whack, still piling into the 33. And then right here, Nate Rogers is just like, get out of the way. He taps him by accident. And then right there, Gray just turns down. Jackson has no idea. He gets destroyed from this. Sands sends the 33 around again. Gray somehow saved that. And then that was more or less all she wrote. You can see Gray gets into the 11 there. Sands will make more contact. 11 just a wrecking ball, pinball machine at this point. But that's all that happened there. Oh, Miller actually added insult to injury and got into the 11. Well, that's all that happened there. And then let's see if we can find out the point where Deaver got in trouble. This looks like it's already occurred. Oh, so Deaver gets into the left rear of Caleb Hoffman off the corner. That sends them both down. Hoffman's going to slam the inside wall hard. He comes straight back up, clips the 3 of Deaver just a bit. Deaver just clips the inside pit wall. That sends him out of whack. He's trying to save it, but he's lost it at this point. Slams the outside wall. And this is where you're just begging. There's nobody coming, and it's just everyone's so spread out at this point. It gets crazy, and Ace Rogers will have nowhere to go. He slams it. Phil Parker barely missing. William Flickinger just gets clobbered right there. There's McIntyre. You can see barely missing this mess. John Arndt has nowhere to go. Austin Alves will get clipped right there. See, William Flickinger spun. And Sanford actually got into John Arndt. And that's what spun out the 03. Did anyone else hit these guys? I don't believe so. Well, maybe the 9. We know up here, Sanford went around. Shelton nowhere to go. Then Shearer piles into the 03. Shelley makes heavy contact. And then Kukulon's trying to get through on the bottom, and the 6 just slides down, and boom, more contact. And I think that was it for the night. But man, what a chaos-filled race. So I will see you guys at Papyrus.